Bombo rubbed his work-worn hand on Pozzo's head. "Son, why don't you try?" Pozzo bowed his head in shame. "Father, I'm afraid." Pozzo trembled. "The limbs are too high, the bark is too slippery, and I am too small to climb the tree." Bombo smiled at Pozzo. "I'll be there to help you, my son." Bombo's eyes were gentle, his face kind. A hush fell on the river. The birds stopped chirping. Pozzo glanced at Bombo, reading his expressions. Pozzo gathered courage. He climbed to the top of a python vine, then leaped for the lowest tree branch. Flying through the air, Pozzo stretched out his body and grasped the limb. Pozzo's hand slipped under the weight of his body. He fell towards the tree and hugged the huge trunk with his small arms. Pozzo's stomach turned in knots as he slid down the trunk. He sunk his toenails into the slippery bark. He scratched and clawed, pushing his body upward. The harder he tried, the more he slipped down the tree. In desperation, Pozzo cried, "Father, help me!" Pozzo felt a firm hand lift him towards the branch. He dug his fingernails into the bark and pulled with all his might. Pozzo climbed onto the branch, taking in the view. He looked above, saw another branch, and moved higher. Limb by limb, Pozzo scaled the upside-down tree. Every branch gave great views of the river. On one limb, he saw a mother elephant bathing her baby, washing his dirty ears. Pozzo watched the eagles swooping in the river. They caught fish in their talons, soaring back into the air. When Pozzo reached the highest branch, the sun dipped below the horizon, its rays reflecting on the water. Bambo's eyes gleamed with joy. He shouted from the ground, "Pozzo, I have always been proud of you. You are my son, and that is enough." Pozzo shuffled down the tree, his courage growing with each step. He realized he didn't need to do anything to win his father's approval. Pozzo was accepted already. Bombo stood below with open arms. "All you have to do is ask. I am here for you." At the lowest branch, Pozzo hesitated, watching the stars glimmer in the darkening sky. Like the tree, his understanding of Bombo had been turned upside down. Watching the stars twinkle, Pozzo squeezed his father's neck. "Bombo, can we come back tomorrow?" Bombo laughed. "Yes, Pozzo. I thought you'd never ask." Pozzo jumped into Bombo's arms and climbed onto his shoulders. Bombo grabbed Ozzy's hand and turned for home. The end.